welcome back to the show. It's just Danny and Dan today. Dan, what are we going to talk about?
UK festivals. We've done one before about it, but more importantly, bands you should check out at UK festivals. So some bands on the smaller stages that you're going to want to check out.
Yeah, that's what it's all about here at the shout out. It's giving the voice, shouting out the bands that you haven't heard of
Yeah,
yet, but you will at some point. So let's start with the big one, Isle of Wight, because we've got a lot to talk about here, don't we?
we've got a lot to be, and I'm going to be there as well. So I've got my eye firmly on this festival with them
Yeah,
announcing so many bands over the last few weeks.
yeah,
I'm
loads,
excited
loads.
about this.
Big one. Obviously, quick mention to the Optimists who will be playing there. Obviously,
Yeah,
we've interviewed those before. We're not going to talk about them because we have already given them a big shout out.
yep,
But I do want to shout out is another Isle of Wight based band, 5 Degrees North. I think it's just so
yep.
cool that the Isle of Wight Festival, actually gives artists from the island such a good opportunity. Because there is, like, honestly, like before interviewing the Optimists, I had never really heard of any of these bands. There is so much talent on the Isle of
Yeah.
Wight. I don't know what they're feeding them, but
Well, it's important because you can imagine, right? If you're a band on the Isle of Wight, you have this big festival. It'd be very easy for them to say, "Let's just flood in loads of talent from London, from Manchester, from wherever." But to actually make sure they give, it actually is quite a lot of opportunities to as many bands as possible. Like the Optimist said that they had done this competition year on year. They played quite a few years at the Isle of Wight, so
yeah, it's cool.
that experience is invaluable for like an up and coming band.
Speaking of 5 Degrees North, is my
Yeah.
first shout out of today's episode. They are like they're really really cool.
Hmm.
I think this is going to be a theme throughout this episode. Really hard to really kind of put a pin in what they are, but
Yeah.
that's what we love at the shout out anyway.
Yeah.
Some of their stuff is like really heavy, so be
Hmm.
prepared for like big guitar solos, big like thumpy like bass and drum things going on. I think they're a three piece, if I remember that correctly. Maybe not. I might be getting that wrong.
Hmm.
But they are very experimental as well. They're going to do a lot of things in that set. It's really not one you're going to miss. Their latest single,
Yeah.
Red River, is it's in 5/4.
A drummer's nightmare.
And I was listening to it over and over again. I was like, why does it feel weird? It's in 5/4. It's awesome. You're not going to get to hear that much at any of these festivals. Just really, really good ones to check out. You're going to hear so much different stuff in their
Hmm.
set. So, just a great one. Couldn't recommend them enough.
We love a band that can't be put into a box. Like bands we've had recently on, like the Butterfly Wheel and like I said, the Optimist. Like so many bands that bring in different versions of genres,
Mm.
blend them into one. I love that, and that again ties into the band I wanted to shout out that have won the Hot Vox competition. So there's two legs. We're still in the second leg, but they have won the first leg to be at the Isle of Wight Festival, Splitting Edges. And again, you cannot put a genre. You said it perfectly earlier. Bit of streets, bit of kooks, like
Bit
blending
of like
these.
chili peppers and stuff as well. Like there's some
Yeah,
funky things going on.
I think that's what you
Yeah.
need. You can't just do one thing these days. Like you have to kind of be a multiple genre band and blend it into one sound. And they're incredible. Their new single Shape, we've been listening to that earlier, loved
Yeah.
it. I'm actually going to make sure I go and see them. Either way,
Mm.
I'll go and see them. I'm excited. I always try and catch the Hot Vox competition because it's
Yeah.
always good music. But there's going to be so many bands there that independent artists getting a crack to play these big stages, and it's great that Isle of Wight do it.
Totally. Yeah, there'll be a great one for like it'll be the sun's out, you've got a
Yeah,
beer, it's chill, but like the vocalist like is unreal. It's like that
yeah.
that nice chill kind of music going on, but then the vocalist can do so much with his voice. Really talented guy. I
Yeah.
don't know his name, or should did shout him out, but yeah. Spitting Edges definitely wants to watch at the Isle of Wight Festival. Do not.
Hopefully we join them there. Hopefully we join them there. They'll either
Hopefully we're going to
be,
join them there.
if you go into the Isle of Wight, they'll either be on the platform one stage or let me try and get this right, the river stage. I think it's them two the Hot Vox have. So make sure you go and check them out.
Definitely. That's a good one to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Nice.
anyway, that's enough for Isle of Wight for the minute.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Download Festival. We're going to talk about.
Downloads, yeah. One
Yeah.
band in particular. They, again, this is another winner of a competition. You'll see a theme going through these festivals.
Mm,
We love it when people get an opportunity to apply to play, and so many bands were involved in this competition. I want to shout out Broken Narrative that came on. They made it all the way to the final. They done really well. So
yeah.
shout out Broken Narrative. But the
Big,
winner
big up.
was Passion Flower. So it's Kerrang radio competition. And I've done a bit of research into them. They've been going for a while, and it's kind of for them like a it's kind of like rise. So like after all these years, we've been grafting, playing these local shows and playing these different gigs. They now get to play
Mm,
the big one in their scene,
that
Download.
is so cool. I can't even imagine like downloaders for like a heavier band like they are. Like
Yeah.
but Passion Flower actually does. When you said Passion Flower, you sent me all the bands. I was like, is this going to be a heavy band? I was like, okay, okay, it is. Okay, it is.
Yeah.
And fun thing about them, which I think is great for seeing a band once you get into them, they haven't actually released anything in
It
over
was
6 months.
last year. I think it was last year they released their most recent
Yeah,
stuff, right?
so you might get to hear some unreleased stuff if
Yeah.
you go and see them live. I don't know, it's unconfirmed. We're
We
trying
can't
to get
confirm for
them,
them though.
so we can ask them maybe if we get them on before download. I doubt that'll happen, but definitely wants to watch, man. Their latest album was fire. Like, just check it out. Even if you're not going to go see them, check out their latest album. Really good.
Yeah. No, shout out to them and shout out to Kerrang for doing those competitions again. Like
Yeah,
so many
that's
bands getting the
cool.
opportunity to play these huge festivals and Passion Flower will smash it. And we'll hear it from them when they come on the pod after Download Festival.
Yeah, awesome. And by the way, what Kerrang, is that still a thing?
Still a thing, yeah, yeah, still a thing. Really
Awesome.
big.
Is it? I didn't even. That's a word I haven't heard in like 10 years.
Yeah.
Kerrang.
Well,
They're
it's
knocking
because you've
about, getting
moved
people.
from the heavier metal scene, rock scene to now
Yeah,
you're an indie pop boy now.
yeah, I listen to indie pop and
Yeah.
country. So,
And country.
huge
Yeah.
fan of country.
There's a very good tie over saying the word country because the next festival, Truck Festival,
Yeah.
you may know we are both, well, not you, but the audience will know we're huge country fans, specifically country pop, country rock. It's a
Mm.
phenomenon on the shout out that has taken
UK
over.
country.
We love it.
Do love
Gina
it.
Lana, literally found this artist the other day, just scrolling the lineup of Truck Festival. Incredible. Some big names that she's opened for before. I wrote them down.
Yeah.
James Blunt, Simply Red, just to name a couple of them. Like that's some huge work
Sure.
going. But yeah, playing Truck Festival, this is just high energy
Mm.
country pop. Like feel good. I'm
Yeah.
sure the word whiskey we chucked in there a few times. Like in the crowd, having a drink,
Yeah.
listening to country pop. She's brilliant.
It's so cool that like it's permeated everything now, this country thing, because it is like country pop, like you said, like truck will have indie artists,
Yeah,
but if you're an independent country artist, you count because
yeah.
everyone just loves it at the moment. I'd love to see Truck putting on some of these indie country artists. It's
Yeah,
like
well, she blends again. Another one. There's not really a box you can put in it, as she mentions herself on Spotify. It's kind of bits of rock elements,
yeah,
country pop. There's lots of
yeah,
different things. And if her Spotify is correct, an album is on the way. So another one. If you go and see their set at Truck Festival, you might get to hear some of the new tunes coming out of Gina. So yeah, shout out.
big shout out. Another one from Truck Festival that I've been watching for a while. They were actually in the Hot Vox Isle of Wight
Yeah.
competition. That's how I found out about them. Southern Heights.
Yes, Essex
They're a
Boys.
very young, very new band. Like I think they've only released a few tracks,
Hmm.
but like I mean, their latest track Time is insane. Like
Yeah,
these guys really you can tell that they're in that early stage of being a band where they're like, let's just try this, let's try that, let's do all these crazy things. And
yeah,
I think the fact that they're this early on in their career and getting to play a Truck Festival
yeah.
of all festivals as an indie band, like that is the place to be.
They're
They're just
smashing.
so, yeah, that is really. I've been trying to find a date I can go see them live. Unfortunately, I haven't got a truck ticket, but if you
No.
do not miss Southern Heights, man. They are going places, and you might be one of the first people to see them.
Well, we had Bilk on the other day. Southern Heights, another Essex band. There's a lot of good music coming out of
Yeah,
Essex, like
yeah,
specifically that kind of area around Chelmsford and Southend. They've got so many good venues
yeah, they
in and around
do.
that area. So independent music's thriving in Essex.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of things there that I didn't really know about it that much until you exposed me to it. But we
Yeah,
should try and get some more bands from down there. Try and see what's going on. Do a little bit of an investigation into the scene down there because there's a lot of good bands coming out of it.
there's an amazing band playing in Essex actually on June the 10th called No Rest for the Spacemen. But that's another story.
That's
We're not
another
here to talk
story.
about ourselves.
The rest of the Spacemen's Southend debut is happening mid-June. Get your tickets from us both from our Instagram if you fancy.
Yeah.
Nice little plug there. Shall we talk about one more festival that has just happened that
Yes.
I know you were at. I think I was there too.
I think you
And
were there.
we just had a sick time.
It was amazing.
Chipstock. Chipstock, hosted by the amazing guys at Juicebox in
Yeah.
Chipperfield. Started as like a started as a pub conversation. Allegedly, this is the story. Legend
Hmm.
has it. Uh, Lads from Chipperfield in a pub complaining about not having anything going on in Chipperfield,
Hmm.
and now they have this like big festival. They put on every year. They got loads of bands to play. It's always got a big not a cover band, like a big tribute band as well
Yeah.
playing. And we've played it the last 2 years. And it's just been honestly highlight of the year.
Such a good day out. And the main thing for that is that was so many opportunities for local independent artists, but they're all going to a good cause as well. So all profits went towards, I think, two different foundations. So
Mm.
you're there listening to live music, listening to local music, and your money from your tickets going to a good cause. But yeah, Luke does these grafts for the local community.
Yeah,
Like the amount
really
of gigs
respect
he's
it.
putting on every week, and then this festival, the opportunities. I want to shout out a few names that we played with. I know you had a special one in mind that started the night off. It was
Oh
the
my
Cats.
God, this band of kids, they were so young. They even had like the wristbands that said they weren't old enough to drink alcohol. And I was like, how? Me at 17 versus these guys, they're called the Jack Hounds, or maybe it's
Mhm.
just Jack Hounds. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah,
Really just formed, like probably like 3 weeks ago or something. Their front man just he's a really unassuming guy. Like he was wearing sunglasses. He was like very like, oh hi, nice to meet you. Yeah, blah, blah. He got on stage and just owned it. Every single person was watching him. Like there was no way you could keep your eyes off this man. His voice was just incredible.
yeah,
And yeah, they played a lot of original stuff for a young band. I think they had like four originals and then they weaved in three or four covers. And the covers
hmm
were really good as well. They had some Smiths, I think. They had some Radiohead,
yeah.
Pearl Jam. That will kind of give you an idea of what
The
their
Cure played
sound
a
is
Cure
like. I
track.
think they did a Cure one actually. I think I might.
Yeah,
I don't think it was Smith. I think it was Cure.
yeah,
That kind of gives you a vibe of what their sound is like. It was quite broad again. Like we keep
yeah,
talking about these bands that are coming up now. They have so much talent and they all have different influences and they can just really put on a show that you haven't heard before. And that's why I wanted to shout them out. Had great fun. Me and the singer were in the mosh pit for was it Settlers Set? I
yeah. For
can't
the next
remember.
band,
And
Settler.
he just clocked me straight in the face. Luckily, he didn't hurt that much. But great guys. Big shout out to Jack House.
Yeah, they're going to go far. I remember saying to it was either you or Charlie, like he has elements of Frank Carter, like obviously from the same
Yeah.
location, like the energy, the like raw passion, the but the vocals. That's what I like because sometimes the heavier the bands get, sometimes you have some not questionable vocals, but it's just kind of there's more focus on the energy. This was insane vocals and his stage presence for like. For speaking to George, who had them at a gig before, they're in their like first kind of few months, so they're going
Mm,
to go far because I was blown away by that set.
yeah. And we're gigging with them, and I'm really excited to gig with them again. It'll be so much fun.
Yeah, in July. But
Yeah.
another band we've gigged with quite a few times now, local lads to the scene, Settler as well. We got to see them
Yeah.
a month ago,
Love
headlining
that.
in Hemel. Brilliant.
Love that
And
band.
then yeah, they smashed it on Sunday as well.
They're so sick, man. Is this the first time we're giving them a shout out?
Yeah, it overdue this shout out,
Wow,
Settler.
it's
We
well overdue. I
apologise.
mean, as soon as they like, but they think they've got one track out that they released a while ago, but they're kind of figuring things out still. When they're going to come on soon, I know they're
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
come
yeah.
on soon. They're such cool guys as well. Like we've gigged with them loads, but they're in our scene, so we're like bumping into them at these gigs all the time. They're really nice lads, and like they've really got their sound figured out
Oh
now.
yeah,
Like you go and see them, and it's so cohesive, and
yeah.
their front man is a proper front man.
I would love to have them and Ferb on a card together because, like, I
Yeah.
see similarities between them, like probably similar age
Okay.
as well. But yeah, they've nailed their sound at a very early stage,
Yeah.
so everything just follows from then on. Like they're very professional. The cover they done of the Pearl Jam song that was tight as well. Like
Yeah,
that's
they
a
covered Black the last couple of times I've seen them. It's great.
yeah. I mean that's a song to take on for a young band. So yeah, shout out Settler. We'll have them on someday. We've got to get them on. We've gigged enough with you. We've got to have you on the shout out.
Yeah, I
So
got them on the pod. Yeah, but honestly, big shout out to Seller. Definitely wants to watch.
yeah.
And obviously the Vigilantes there as well, and they're always awesome.
Oh,
I love them so
playing
much.
all my favorite tracks from the
Yeah,
album from Golden
yeah,
Record. Well, we
yeah.
differ on what our favorite track is. That is something that
Yeah, we do
we've been in
differ. So
debate for.
even my favorite two are not in your top five.
No,
My favorite is Fenway,
okay,
and then it's
yeah,
Life in the Fast Brain is a close second.
yeah. Mine's Explore. My favorite track's Explore, which is the
This is
first track
Explore,
on the
yeah.
album. Right, I love that. That is one I'll just put on
Mm.
repeat, repeat, repeat. And Mondays. I love Mondays.
Monday is a good one.
Yeah,
Explore's a good one. It's such a great album, genuinely incredible album.
yeah. Now shout out
Yeah,
them. They always put on a great show.
it's good.
It's nice we've gigged them a few times as well. They chill with us backstage or just kind
Yeah.
of walking around or whatever. They're nice guys. They're really nice guys.
And if you haven't yet, and you are an artist, or you're just into music and how the process of making an album is made, our episode with
Yeah.
Curly from the Vigilantes is 100% one to watch. If you can only watch one, and
Yeah.
you're trying to write an album, listen to that one.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
They got good advice, good stories, and things
Yeah.
they took into. Well, they're writing their second album now, so they've got actual credible advice on what you can do for your first album and what not to do as well.
Totally, totally. Right, Dan, sum up this year's festival season in 3 words.
Busy. Because
Busy.
Glastonbury's not on, so festivals are selling
Everything
out
sold
left,
out.
right, and centre. Like Isle of Wight sold out. That never happens when I'm there. Like normally, well, it sold out the first year I went, and I was like, this is too busy. So I'm
Probably
actually
another year
a
Glastonbury.
bit worried that it's going to be really busy this year as well because you couldn't move for like certain stages. But yeah, busy. Good to see is like so many bands that we know get opportunities at these
Yeah.
festivals and play. Yeah, keep going. I really wish there was more opportunities and like maybe whole stages dedicated to like independent artists, but more opportunities are coming.
More opportunities coming. That was a lot more than 3 words, but thank you so much for watching this episode of the Shout Out, Danny and Dan. We've got loads more coming, loads more guests coming on. Appreciate you watching this, just me and Dan. We've got loads more coming up. Subscribe, hit the bell. Peace.
Au revoir.